So Jeff Grange, Venom, USA 149. This is my co-owner, Chris Parker, was doing front hand, Ted White, middle hand. Today we're from Santa Barbara, California. I've been sailing the Viper since April. Chris and I picked it up and just started changing out things on the boat. Went to adjustable lure trouts, new halyards, went through the boat and just made sure everything was spot on. You know, the head stay, just straight from the North Tuning Guide. We're not smart enough to get away from it yet, or think we're outsmarting what the good guys know. So, max head stay length, jib or the mast chocks being 3 inches, just kind of straight from the book. The spreader rake, I think that's really important. And that's where we went.
Great. So can you guys tell us a little bit about each of your jobs? So Jeff, as you're the driver, what do you do to kind of steer the boat? What are you guys looking for really? I mean, I noticed you guys were out sailing today with the boat really flat. So is that like a number one priority? What's kind of the top priority, and how do you guys achieve that?
Well, I think the biggest thing I could probably help the fleet is we've, for whatever reason, shown to be really fast in the breeze so far. And the big thing that we set up the boat in 16 to 18, whatever it was today, 4 turns on the uppers, 5 on the lowers, like the tuning guide. Big thing, a lot of vang. I tried to make the jib as far in that it wasn't affecting a lot of backwind in the main, and then max out haul, a lot of Cunningham, trying to twist off the top. And if you vang sheet, we're bending the boom a ton. But it really seems to open up the top of the main. And driving wise, when you hit the chop, my goal is to keep the bow just in the water. So if we're going to launch off a wave, I'm trying to steer around whichever wave I can. And then I'm just kind of religiously looking at the Velocitech too. 6.2. I'm elated if I go 6.4 and I find a flat spot to kind of inch it up a bit. Next set of waves comes, I just want to make sure that I'm trying to keep the bow in the water.
How about main sheet tension?
So the main, more or less I was easing until I made sure I had my speed. Once I was in the 6 knots, then I would start bringing in as much as I could, slowly, a couple inches at a time. But the key thing is, I think, I just feel the helm, and I want the helm to pretty much be neutral. And so that, it helps me be able to move the bow around, but it's critical that the boat's flat. So the guy's got to be hiking really hard, and that helps the helm go neutral. If we're heeling over a bit, I've either got to burp the main sheet really quickly to keep the speed up.
And how much would that burp be? Is it a foot? Is it more than that or less? Or
no, generally it's 3 inches, 4 inches.
Right. Okay.
That's enough.
And then what do you guys do as you guys are sitting farther forward, going upwind? What are you guys' roles besides hiking really hard?
Middle roll, I pretty much hike.
So do you help out tactics-wise? Are you looking around, calling other boats, or?
Yeah, I'm looking over my shoulder more so that Jeff can stay focused forward, just giving him feedback on bow up, bow down, good times to get back across the fleet.
Right.
Calling ley lines for him, all that stuff.
Fantastic. And what about jib sheet? You guys doing anything jib sheet wise?
No, I mean, we just got it all measured, and I just try to be consistent so that these guys aren't thinking about it when I'm going up there. That's all.
Right. Are you guys moving jib leads at all?
A little bit.
A little farther back as the wind picks up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, typical thing there. I think the biggest thing that we did was we got our sheets the same length, marked them, put some the little north stickers on the side with the numbers, and we know coming out of tacks, okay, we're 0, speed build, boom. We talk about whether we're going to 3 or 4 or 5, how many inches in, and it just helps us lock in again on tack to tack.
Great. And do you guys have any type of like a pre-race ritual that you guys go through to be able to prepare for each race?
I think the day we tune the rig, unfortunately this regatta we fix the keel each day, and but otherwise, I certainly here, and we've had a little issue with kelp on our keel that we're religious about always backing the boat down. We even heel the boat over and look for eelgrass. Sailing out there, it's usually light, and we get some eelgrass, so Ted's gone swimming every day to make sure we got every little last bit of eelgrass off. Just little details. Looking up the course, what the breeze is doing, going head to wind, and checking what the where it's going left to right. Typical stuff.
Okay. So anything else like downwind wise? Any tricks that you guys do downwind to help the guys out?
You want to talk about it, Ted?
Yeah, I mean, I think that when we started sailing yesterday, we were actually sitting a little too far back. And we were noticing that was just sailing. If you sit too far back and try to put it in any kind of low mode, was just really killing our speed. So we kind of condensed weight together.
So what does that mean relative to your upwind position? Are you guys one position back and that was too far, or are you talking about being two positions back, or
We're really similar. I mean, maybe a position back,
Gotcha.
but almost the same.
We started about 2 positions back, and it was too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then today we've been playing the kite sheet a lot. Sailing on the outside course gives us a lot more opportunity for surfing. Inside course, we're in a much more fixed off mode, where today we're driving more, playing more. Seem to break the boat loose.
Trying to get up on a plane or sailing low VMG?
We generally like to have apparent wind and sail plane mode as fast, as hot as we can. I think that, and that's another thing with the driving and the main sheet. You know, I always pull it forward, so I'm going 1-to-1 downwind, and it's just feeling the helm. You know, we see people breaking pinholes and stuff. And I think it's really important to never have a lot of helm. So it's helm's loading up, easing the main, getting the bow back down a couple inches, main right back in.
Great. So do you guys pump the kite at all, or is it more the main?
Much more today than we were yesterday. The waves outside, it seems like, especially on Port Jibe today, we were getting stuck in the back of waves. Pumping the kite and just being active with it was really helping the boat break loose and get on to the next one.
Anything else you guys want to add? Any tips you guys want to let the rest of the fleet in on?
I don't know if there's any secrets. I think the big thing that we did, and frankly on the boat that sped us up, we were always kind of fast and light, which we're not doing great here, but we went from the Vang 8-to-1 to 16-to-1, and that makes it a lot easier to. Now we're playing a lot more Vang, and our speed's improved in the breeze.
Yeah.
All right, great guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and thanks for using North Sails.
Thanks.
Thanks.